Hey everybody, took me a little bit to get going today, I don't know, one of those days. So it's almost, well, it is evening. Ooh, it's already 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock. So I'm going to do what I'm going to want to do and hopefully get it done pretty quick and edit it and get it up there. Get it up on YouTube. And I will today. So my plan is I want to do some ink and watercolor washes. I haven't really done that in my sketchbook too much, so we'll see how it goes. I think it should be fun, just a little bit different. There might be some time involved in waiting for things to dry, but I don't remember where my hair dryer is. So anyway, we'll see how it goes. So see you on the other side. Well, going in pretty quick with the 0.2 millimeter Malito black liner. I eventually switch over to the Copic, what do they call it? Oh, here it is. It's always nice when you set things down on your desk, you can't figure it out, but it's a 0.5 millimeter multi-liner SP. Water and Copic proof. Copic proof. Ugh. Pigment ink. So this guy with the turban, I'm going to be working on a commission for a friend, and this is just kind of my first kind of quick and dirty. I'm going to do a whole bunch of like ones that are just him with a turban. I did a Google search for big turbans, and there's a lot of really interesting, intricate things. I just want to make sure I don't use anything that's really religious that could, be offensive to somebody. I don't know how precious certain symbols are to people. This guy's kind of doing a little kick thrust. I don't know if this guy's gonna cast a spell. I always think whenever I have a guy with two hands coming together, I always think of Egg Shen from Big Trouble in Little China. This next guy, I think he could be worked up into a pretty horrific goblin. I have to do a bunch more sketches of just him though. I think it's important when you're sketching just to play around with different things and really make a mess, especially when you're trying to come up with different ideas. Something I could have done to help me come up with better poses and things would be to search for those kinds of poses. So search for sword fighting, search for martial arts katas are really good for poses. Here's the Copic. This guy's just gonna be hanging out like a fire or something. My goal for this stuff was kind of fill up the pages. Do a lot of weird, interesting things with goblins. So the thing I have on my wrist is a magnet. It's like a wrist wrap that's just got a magnet in it. So I just stick the watercolor palette right onto it. I've got kind of a weird mix of colors that I kind of use when I'm sketching, just because they're really bright. They're not the best for mixing, but I like the really bright colors. So it's got, let's see, cobalt purple, or cobalt violet, opera, I can't remember the yellow, but I think it's Hansa yellow, blue I'm going to probably switch out. The blue and the cobalt violet I had some problems with. I think there's like the gum Arabic, there was too much of it in there. So, and then for the darks, Daniel Smith makes this really interesting purple that's called Moon Glow. And if you're using it on a cold press or something with like a rough texture paper, it separates out into kind of this interesting purple and pink. And then the purple, I have to figure out what that purple is. I didn't write it down, but I think it's diazonine purple. But don't quote me yet. I'll try and figure out what that is. I gotta find the tube. And then permanent green light, and I think the orange is cadmium orange. Now, because I'm moving quick, I'm not really thinking too much about details or anything. It's just lights and shadows. Just getting a general sense of what the character would be once I do color it. Or if I color it, I should say. To make that guy opera pink, and this guy was trying to get some pink just in the cheeks, and then get it to bleed down into that kind of green gray I made. There's that permanent green light. Had fun doing this. I'm probably going to have to do it more often. I'm going to adjust the colors in that palette too. So I couldn't really make a good brown. So here's the pencils. Really fast. Thinking about where to put those boxes just so that you get the timing of how you read it. These guys are pretty cartoony. But it's a doodle, so I think cartoony's good. Plus it kind of fits with the gag. Don't sweat the little stuff. Unless the little things are goblins. Then maybe you might want to get an axe. Writing with a 0.4 millimeter. I kept the lines pretty straight on that first one, but then I thought I want to add some little chinks and divots to make it look a little bit weathered. Made maybe an axe fold so that you emphasize it. And then here I am with the 0.1. I worked on this middle guy first because I thought he would be best to have in front. I was moving pretty quick, so I wasn't thinking too much about what the detail of the legs would be. I thought it might be kind of neat to have them so that they're kind of in shadow, so that it'll drop back towards the background a little bit. This guy's hands are in a real sketchy place. Again. I think more about what's in the little kind of crystal ball thing. So it's the spiral. So we to devote a couple of sketchbook pages to that. Now that I'm reviewing this and it's done, I probably should have put in some booga boogas or some kind of snarls, something that says like they're saying or chanting or yelling or some kind of sound effect. That's alright. You have to imagine the kind of hiss. Almost had an eraser mishap. I found my brush. Put that to good use. The Payne's gray. I kind of want this to be like the coming up from the bottom, so it's kind of just really scribbly all over. Kind of make the goblins pop forward. A leaf green, which is sort of an olive green. The light green. Lemon sherbet. A little bit. This is purple. Little. Red for the eyes. Bark. Under the water. The waterworks. That's iron green. Wanted to get a little bit more contrast. One problem with the Payne's gray and the leaf green, their values are very similar. So I wasn't as successful as I'd hoped to be with the keep popping them forward from the background. Well, there you have it, folks. Don't sweat the little things unless they're goblins. Then maybe you want to get an axe because it's going to be useful. Anyway, this is on the back side of my Think Critical design, and this is available on my Threadless site, so if you're interested in this kind of stuff. But goblins, I was having fun drawing them, just kind of sketching, doodling, just kind of making a mess. So hope you like things, and thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. Hang in there. We got this. We can do it. Okay? Take it easy. See you tomorrow.